I was young, I had some success, I just landed my dream job and everything seemed to be falling into place. My career was on an upward trajectory and I felt invincible. I was the epitome of a young professional, brimming with confidence and ambition. I thought I knew it all. I was wrong. My arrogance blinded me to the realities of life. I believed that my success was guaranteed, that nothing could go wrong. But life has a way of humbling you when you least expect it. One day, I lost everything. Bankruptcy hit me hard. It was like a rug had been pulled out from under me. The financial stability I'd taken for granted vanished overnight. I was left staring at a mountain of debt with no clear way out. It was a blow to my pride and my spirit. I felt like a failure, not just in my career, but in life. The weight of my mistakes bore down on me and I couldn't see a way forward. I spent countless nights staring at the ceiling, wondering where I had gone wrong. I remember the weight of that failure, the feeling of being lost and unsure. It was as if I was wandering through a fog, unable to find my way. Every step felt heavy, every decision fraught with doubt. I questioned everything I had ever believed about myself and my abilities. But it was a turning point. In the midst of my despair, I found a spark of hope. I realized that I had a choice. I could let this failure define me, or I could use it as a catalyst for change. I chose the latter. That experience lit a fire in me. I became determined to rebuild my life, to learn from my mistakes and come back stronger. I started working late into the night, driven by a newfound sense of purpose. I was no longer content to coast on past successes. I was ready to put in the hard work necessary to create a better future. I knew I had to change. I began to educate myself about financial management, reading every book and article I could find. I sought out mentors who could guide me, and I started to develop a plan. I looked at myself in the mirror and made a promise. I would never let myself fall into that trap again. That's when I realized something important. Money wasn't just about possessions, it was about security. It was about freedom, it was about opportunity. I had been so focused on the material aspects of wealth that I had lost sight of its true value. Financial stability meant peace of mind, the ability to take risks, and the freedom to pursue my passions. Money wasn't just about possessions, it was about security. It was about freedom, it was about opportunity. I began to see money as a tool, something that could help me build the life I wanted, rather than an end in itself. This shift in perspective was liberating. I was determined to never feel that helpless again. I started setting goals, both short-term and long-term, and I worked tirelessly to achieve them. I embraced a mindset of continuous improvement, always looking for ways to grow and learn. I became more disciplined, more focused, and more resilient. I knew I needed a plan, a new way of thinking about money. I created a detailed financial strategy outlining my income, expenses, and savings goals. I tracked my progress meticulously, celebrating small victories along the way. I also made a commitment to give back, to use my resources to help others who were struggling. This journey taught me that true success is not just about personal achievement, but about making a positive impact on the world around you. Money is a tool, it's a powerful tool, but like any tool, you need to know how to use it. That's where financial literacy comes in. It's not just about being good at math, it's about understanding how money works. It's about learning to manage your money wisely. Financial literacy empowers you. It gives you control over your life. It allows you to make your money work for you. When you're in control of your finances, you're in control of your future. My journey started with education. I read books, I attended seminars. I immersed myself in the world of finance, eager to understand the principles that govern money management. The more I learned, the more I realized how little I knew. It was a humbling experience, but also an empowering one. I discovered that financial literacy is not just about numbers, it's about making informed decisions that can shape your future. I sought advice from mentors. These were individuals who had walked the path before me, who had faced the same challenges and emerged victorious. Their insights were invaluable. They taught me the importance of setting clear financial goals and the steps needed to achieve them. They also emphasized the significance of discipline and consistency in financial planning. I soaked up knowledge like a sponge. I read everything I could get my hands on, from personal finance books to articles and blogs. I attended workshops and webinars, always eager to learn more. Each piece of information added a new layer to my understanding, helping me build a solid foundation of financial knowledge. I realized that continuous learning is key to staying ahead in the ever-evolving world of finance. I learned about budgeting, saving, and investing. I discovered the power of compound interest and the importance of starting early. I learned how to create a budget that works for me, one that allows me to live within my means while still saving for the future. I also explored different investment options, understanding the risks and rewards associated with each. I discovered the dangers of debt. I learned how easy it is to fall into the trap of overspending and how difficult it can be to climb out of debt. I read about the devastating effects of high interest rates and the importance of paying off debt as quickly as possible. I also learned about the different strategies for managing and reducing debt, such as the snowball and avalanche methods. I realized the importance of living below my means. This was a crucial lesson. It meant making sacrifices and prioritizing my spending. It meant distinguishing between needs and wants and making conscious choices about where my money goes. It wasn't always easy, but it was necessary for achieving financial stability. The first step was creating a budget. This was my roadmap to financial freedom. It helped me see where my money was going and where I could make adjustments. It gave me a clear picture of my financial situation and allowed me to set realistic goals. Creating a budget was the foundation of my financial plan. It wasn't glamorous, but it was essential. Budgeting required discipline and commitment. It meant tracking every expense and making sure I stayed within my limits. It meant being honest with myself about my spending habits and making the necessary changes, but the rewards were worth it. I gained control over my finances and started to see progress towards my goals. I tracked my income and expenses. This was a crucial part of the budgeting process. It helped me identify patterns in my spending and find areas where I could cut back. It also allowed me to see the impact of my financial decisions and make adjustments as needed. Tracking my finances gave me a sense of accountability and helped me stay on track. I identified areas where I could cut back. This meant making some tough choices. I had to let go of some luxuries and find more affordable alternatives. I had to be mindful of my spending and avoid impulse purchases. But these sacrifices were necessary for achieving my financial goals. Every dollar I saved brought me one step closer to financial freedom. I started saving, even if it was just a small amount each month. I learned that consistency is key. Even small contributions can add up over time. I set up automatic transfers to my savings account to make sure I stayed on track. I also created an emergency fund to cover unexpected expenses. Saving gave me a sense of security and peace of mind. Every dollar I saved brought me closer to my goal of financial freedom. It was a slow and steady process, but each step forward was a victory. I celebrated my progress and stayed motivated by keeping my goals in sight. Financial literacy is a journey, and every bit of knowledge and effort brings you closer to achieving your dreams. With a little savings, I was ready to invest. I remember the excitement and the fear I felt. I chose to invest in real estate. It felt tangible, something I could understand. The day I closed on that first property was a proud moment. It was a symbol of my progress. More importantly, it was my first step towards building wealth. The rental income from that property provided passive income. It was money working for me even while I slept. That experience was exhilarating. It fueled my desire to learn and grow even more. Section 5. The power of compound growth, witnessing the snowball effect. As I continued to learn and invest, I witnessed the power of compound growth. It was a concept I had read about in numerous financial books and articles, but seeing it in action was a different experience altogether. The idea that your money could grow exponentially over time simply by reinvesting the earnings was both fascinating and empowering. It's like a snowball rolling downhill. At first it starts small, almost insignificant, but as it continues to roll, it picks up more snow, growing larger and larger with each rotation. This visual metaphor perfectly encapsulates the essence of compound growth. It starts small, but it gains momentum over time. The initial stages might seem slow and unremarkable, but with each passing day, the growth becomes more noticeable. The key is to remain patient and let the process unfold naturally. The key is to stay consistent. Regular contributions, no matter how small, can make a significant difference in the long run. It's about developing a habit of investing and sticking to it, even when the market conditions are not favorable. Invest regularly and let time work its magic. Setting up automatic investments can be a great way to ensure consistency. By automating the process, you remove the emotional aspect of investing and allow your money to grow uninterrupted. Over the years, my investments grew. I could see the tangible results of my efforts, and it was incredibly rewarding. The charts showed a steady upward trend, reflecting the power of compound growth in action. I diversified my portfolio, adding stocks and bonds to the mix. Diversification is crucial in managing risk and ensuring that your investments are not overly reliant on a single asset class. By spreading my investments across different assets, I was able to achieve a more balanced and resilient portfolio. I reinvested my earnings, accelerating the growth even further. Reinvesting dividends and interest payments allowed me to take full advantage of compound growth. Each reinvestment added to the snowball, making it grow faster and larger. The snowball was getting bigger and bigger. With each passing year, the growth became more pronounced. It was a clear demonstration of how small, consistent actions can lead to significant results over time. It was a testament to the power of patience and discipline. Witnessing the snowball effect firsthand reinforced the importance of staying the course and trusting the process. The journey of investing is not always smooth, but the rewards are well worth the effort. By maintaining a long-term perspective and staying committed to my investment strategy, I was able to achieve financial growth that I once thought was out of reach. Section 6. Embracing the journey. Learning and adapting along the way. Financial freedom isn't a destination, it's a journey. There will be ups and downs along the way. The market will fluctuate, life will throw curveballs. It's important to stay flexible and adapt. I've made my share of mistakes. But each mistake was a learning opportunity. I learned to diversify my investments. I learned to manage risk. I learned the importance of having a long-term perspective. Section 7. Giving back, using wealth to make a difference. Financial freedom isn't just about accumulating wealth. It's about using that wealth to make a difference. It's about giving back to your community and leaving the world a better place. I've been blessed to be able to support causes I care about. I've helped build homes for families in need. I've supported organizations that promote financial literacy. Giving back is one of the most rewarding parts of my journey. Section 8, a call to action. Invest in yourself and your future. My message to young people is simple. Invest in yourself, invest in your education, learn about money, take control of your finances. It's never too early to start. Don't wait for someone else to secure your future. Take charge and create the life you deserve. Remember, financial freedom is within your reach. It's not about how much money you make. It's about how you manage the money you have. It's about making smart choices today that will benefit you for years to come. Section 9. Your future is bright. Embrace financial freedom. The journey to financial freedom is a marathon, not a sprint. There will be challenges along the way, but the rewards are worth it. Imagine a life where you're not burdened by debt. Imagine the freedom to pursue your passions without worrying about money. Imagine the security of knowing you're prepared for whatever life throws your way. That's the power of financial freedom. It's a life-changing journey, and I encourage you to take the first step today. Your future is bright. Embrace it.